Hi kids, my name's Joe and I'm here on Peg Leg Finance, and as this is my first video, I figured I'd better introduce myself. My channel name obviously has two parts. The first part is pretty self-explanatory. So the peg leg part of the channel name comes from the fact that that's my left leg. Not quite a peg, it's, well, whole lot more expensive than a peg. Not quite top of the line, but just about. So the finance part of the name needs a little bit more explanation. I have a bachelor's degree in finance and a master's degree in finance. I ran off to England to do the master's, and then I came back to Utah and I went to law school. So I have 2 degrees in finance and 1 in law. On this channel, I'm going to cover both. I'm fascinated by sovereign citizens, so I'm going to cover them probably more than I should, both from a financial and a legal perspective, plus just making fun of them. But I'm also going to cover finance. I'll cover the stock market and real estate and just business in general, and really anything else that I find interesting. Some of you are probably asking, what's with the leg? I hate to disappoint some of you, but this channel really isn't about my life as an amputee. It is about finance and law, but I know I'm going to get all kinds of questions about it, so here's what happened. During my second year of law school, during fall semester, I twisted my knee. It wasn't bad, I didn't think. Just a little swelling. I went up into the mountains, up to a cabin with my friend, and we were watching movies. I had my feet propped up on an ottoman for like 8 or 9 hours without getting up, and just the swelling hit right at the right point to cut off circulation in the leg, and when I finally got up, I realized something was majorly wrong and headed for the hospital, and I pretty much knew what was going to happen. In fact, I got to the emergency room, and as I was checking in, I told the receptionist that I was there to have my leg amputated, which I was right. The doctor took one look at the leg and agreed. Now, from the time I checked in until they wheeled me in for surgery, took about 12 hours, and by about hour 10, I was perfectly happy to be rid of the leg. They never talked about trying to save it, but it was obvious that if they even tried, what was left would be way worse than my robot leg. And so, unlike I think most amputees, I never mourned my leg. I said, it's better to have a positive attitude, move on with it, and besides, robot legs are cool. I still think they are. I realize most of society views me as disabled. I don't. The reality is, for about 95% of the things I do on a daily basis, you'd be more disabled than I am if you had a mild ankle sprain. And really, in 10 years, my robot leg will be better than my other leg anyway. Like I said, that happened halfway through fall semester of my 2L year of law school. I was back in school 3 weeks later, graduated on time with my class with honors, and have only one real complaint, well, 2 kind of. The big complaint I have is phantom pain, which is awful. The other real complaint is it's real expensive being an amputee. The leg I showed you costs about the same as a Mercedes E-Class, so luckily insurance pays for most of it, but it's still expensive. Like I said, this is just my introduction. This isn't going to be an amputee channel. You're perfectly welcome to follow me if that is the only reason you're here. I'm more power to you. I have no objections. As far as finance goes, I'm a value investor. I'm not a big fan of technical analysis and chart analysis. I like analyzing values of companies and figuring out what is a good value. I figure there's a reason why Warren Buffett was the second richest man in the world for nearly 20 years, and it's because value investing works. It's not the most exciting, but I think it is one of the most interesting. That's just a little about me. I'll try to be a regular poster. So thanks for watching my introduction video. Go ahead and do me the huge favor, tickle the algorithm, do all that fun YouTube stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.